It's Brent. I direct the Warming Center program in Santa Cruz. I'm out in front of the city's, quote, warming center at the Civic. It was stood up, as they say, 3 nights ago because of the extreme rain event, and then it's been open for the 2 following nights, even though it hasn't been raining and it's forecast over 50 degrees. So these are not warming center classic nights. It's not a hypothermia event. And they're closing it, even though we have a strong storm coming over the next 3 or 4 days, forecasted more than 4 inches of rain in 3 days coming up. So it's awesome that the city and or county, we're not quite sure who's completely behind this. I think it's the county activated it, and it's on city, and it's operated by city employees, and then lots of volunteers. We applaud the city and county for doing this. It's long overdue, but warming center, as they call it, becomes a throwaway term if you open it based on a whim or not according to protocols. And that's really what I make this video about. Our warming center program that's been operating for 9 years as a nonprofit has very specific protocols according to which it opens. We use the Weather Underground website and the downtown Santa Cruz page, and then we based on specific forecasts of degrees Fahrenheit. It had been 38 degrees over the last few years, but we just reduced it because of a fall off of community support, no sustaining support from the city or county, and then finally this year a reduction of overnight volunteers, which meant I had to stay up all night myself with 60 to 80 people. Yeah, a warming center has to be operated according to protocols. Otherwise, why? So I'm really disheartened that the city has called this a warming center that's opened up, again, according to a whim. And now that there's a storm brewing, it's not going to open. I won't be opening because we do open based on extreme rain events, but we take into consideration the temperature. It's going to be forecasted to be about 50 degrees, so it's very uncomfortable, very wet, but when I get multiple nights, it makes it really difficult for me to remain open. So we're looking at cold snaps and extreme hypothermia events. Our mission statement is to reduce the experience of hypothermia and the occurrence of death, and to identify unmet needs and build and operate programs to meet those needs. We did storage, laundry, showers, a women's shelter. We've been trying to develop transitional camps according to a model that we had created, and it's been used all over the Northwest, but it's still not happening in Santa Cruz. They have a fake one. We're trapped in the current paradigm called Housing First, where they put people on the pathway to non-existent housing and everybody's kind of all in. So services fall by the wayside. Warming center doesn't get support, and we'll be surprised if I even keep it up and running next year. We're committed this winter. Warming Wednesdays, every Wednesday between 12 and 3, we do a dispersal program. We're giving, and I have a hotline, 246-1234. People call that, and I make deliveries. Also, we've been going into the Pogonip and Sycamore Grove and Food Not Bombs and distributing hundreds and hundreds of blankets. I bought 2,000 blankets for this winter. Cases of rain tarps, rain ponchos, knit beanies and gloves, hand warmers, jackets. We have hundreds of jackets, and clothing, socks by the thousands even. So we are the single most robust warming center concept in Santa Cruz, but just hasn't been supported by the city or county. Real problem with that. Again, we celebrate this. Also, it's really disheartening that the term warming center now has become a throwaway line. Many of you posted it on your Facebook and celebrated it without realizing that it's actually not as helpful as one might think. The number of people in there aren't more than our warming center will service. We have police and security guards. It's a lot to be said, a lot to be challenged. Thank you.